cutest legend, as stated by a recent Twitter poll I saw on Twitter. The baguette-loving, blonde, genius, electricity manipulator, or favorite defense legend. Get it? Defense? Defense? No, alright. Wattson. So this is an introduction to a new series of mine where I talk about the least picked legends in Apex Legends. I saw Valorant content creator named Jitters do this, so I decided to make one for our game because I think it would make for interesting content. So shout out to them. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel below. This is done by the official legend tracker, by the way. I didn't make up this random statistic off the top of my head. The goal of this series is to talk about the pros and the cons of using some of the legends with the lowest pick rates, in hopes of trying to explain why they aren't picked so often, as well as trying to come up with suggestions on how to buff or rework their kit so they get a higher pick rate. So let's talk a bit. I started playing in season 8, so I don't know much about when Wattson was first released or if she was in the meta or not, but apparently from what I was reading on Reddit, she was meta in competitive Apex from season 2 to season 6. But no, Wattson has been thrown to the bottom of the meta. Wattson is a team-based legend, and even with a team she struggles. Don't even get me started on trying to solo queue with Wattson, which is near impossible unless you have good aim, positioning, awareness, and game sense. As Apex Legends keeps evolving, there are legends, defensive legends, who does her job better than her. Gibby, Caustic, hell, even Rampart has a higher pick rate than her. That might just be the gaming merchant at play for that one. You rarely ever see a Wattson in game anymore. I would say she's the worst defensive legend in the game right now. With that being said, I think you could get some decent value out of her if used correctly to the few strengths that she has. So let's talk about her pros. One of the strongest things about Wattson overall kit is her ultimate, her pylon, which has the ability to destroy incoming projectiles such as grenades, Gibby's ultimate, Horizon's black hole, Valkyrie's missiles, etc. The second thing Wattson has going for her is that when someone passes through her fences, she'll know that they passed through it. It might not be a big thing, but knowledge is power, and it's important to know if someone is trying to flank you or just happens to be nearby in the area. The third and final thing Wattson has going for her is that she's cute. She has a nice ass, and she can place infinite nesses on the map. No, I'm not joking. Have a straight face, right? You just have to believe me. Wattson's cons outweigh her pros immensely. And believe me when I tell you, there are so many cons there. Starting off the cons with the first one, we have her tactical. Bro, let's be real. When you see a Wattson fence, are you intimidated? Are you scared? No, you aren't. You probably just walk straight through her fences or just destroy the node itself. I would know because I do the same thing. That being said, bro, when I was playing Wattson, people were just running through my fences like they weren't there. I was kinda shocked. I don't know why, because I always do the same when I'm up against a Wattson, but I didn't know what it would be like on the other side as a Wattson player. But now I know. No one is scared of her emotional fences.
That's a happy fence. That's a silly fence. That's a pretty fence. That's an angry fence. That's a sad fence. That's a scary fence. That's a funny fence. That's a grumpy fence. I like that one.
Shut it, skin suit, before I kill you myself.
Yeah, you get slowed and take a bit of damage, but who cares? They're coming through it and beaming you or destroying it. All it takes is one crypto EMP and their entire fence setup is destroyed. You are basically playing without attack. Don't even get me started on cooldown time for this stack. The second con is her passive. I'ma keep it real with you here, chief. I didn't even notice that my shield was being regenerated. On paper, this sounds OP. Yeah, I can walk around and not have any shield cells or bats, because my shield recharges theirself. I'm invincible. No. With how slow it was going, you would be better off recharging it yourself instead of depending on that passive, because it probably wouldn't even finish recharging your shields by the time the match is over if you even manage to get to the final round or top 3 squads. And her second passive ability to carry not one but 2 ultimate accelerants. How is this actually useful? I mean, your ultimate is good and everything, but this isn't really useful when you actually think about it. The third con is her ultimate, and this is probably the most annoying shit ever in the game. Respawn. Why is it that when my teammates want to throw a grenade, my pylon destroys the grenade? Bro, how is this even a thing? I was legit so confused at one point when a Wattson was on my team and I was using Valk, and my own Wattson pylon destroy my missiles. I thought I was tripping. No, you don't think I'ma be here slandering Wattson without giving any ideas on a buff that she can get? No, hermano. Prelo Sasuke is here to save Wattson. So some ideas for a buff to her kit can be: number 1, instead of giving a buff to the damage defenses does to the enemies, give it more health so it doesn't get destroyed in 2 shots to the node. 2 is to add to her passive and give her a support ability. She already has a unique revive animation, so it could be that she give 1 shield bar back to her teammates that she just revived, and also buff the speed and how fast her shield generation is for her with her passive, because it's too slow to be honest. Number 3, she can place 6 nodes that would make her be able to place 3 fences every time, and does more and more damage to the enemy and slow them down or bring them to a complete stop when they go through it. Number 4, rework her tactical into a landmine like ability that instead of fences, she throws one of her nodes, and if you step on it, you are dealt damage and stop completely in your tracks. This probably won't be done, but it would make for a good buff or an additional ability to give to her tactical. This would work like a trap instead of a dead giveaway of where you are, and also could tell if someone stepped on it. Number 5, like how Fuse is able to toggle between his passive when throwing grenades, Wattson could be able to toggle her fences on and off, since that shit is visible from a mile away, and also is a dead giveaway and are easily avoidable. These are just some suggestions for a buff to Wattson which would make her a viable option to pick again, since that her pick rate is so low. If you have any suggestions, feel free to share in the comments below. Wattson isn't fun to play, and some people don't play her on purpose than the 5 Wattson mains who play her. The concept of Wattson is right. She can be a strong fun legend to play, but right now she's far too weak to compete with the other legends in Apex, and I don't think she's all that useful either. Before you roast me in the comment section, they're a good Wattson main, but the reason why they are so good is because they're basically playing without any abilities, so they're going to have really good aim, positioning, movement, game sense, awareness, and overall they're going to be really good at the game. This is one of the main reasons she has such a high win rate, because you are literally Apex on X Games mode. If you've reached this far, leave a like, comment, subscribe. This is a new series I'm starting off on the channel alongside the legend guides and tips video. I think it would make for interesting content and a deeper look into certain legends, and you know the whole creativity and whole originality YouTube idea thing. This has been Playboy Sasuke, and until next video, have a great day.